Hello everyone, Suzanne Knabe-Nicole with Police Science Snippets number 210. 210, I hear you wonder when you got my email earlier today, just a few minutes ago, that is already 211. What the hell is going on? Well, I'll tell you, I recorded the stream for number 210 already last week, as I was supposed to, because it's a weekly Tuesday thing. But my microphone wasn't working. So somebody told me that it wasn't working. So I took them off and I was planned to do it again at some point and didn't get around to doing it until today, which is actually when I'm supposed to do 211. So I'll try and do that shortly after and probably stream it a few days later. So even though you got 211 into your inbox today, and by that I mean you subscribed to the Police Science Doctor email list, which means that every Tuesday you get the 3 police science snippets straight into your inbox with the link to the original research papers. You also get the password to access the read page on policesciencedr.com. And that means you can get access to all the previous PDFs of 210 or 211 previous police science snippets PDFs, so you can see what I've accumulated there for you. So 210. And for those who don't know, police science snippets are little nuggets of information that I've extracted from published research in fields like investigative psychology, evidence-based policing, criminology, forensic psychology, and related fields. Things that are actionable and practical, that I hope that law enforcement practitioners, frontline people like you guys can put into practice straight away. So 210. The first snippet of that week was about civilian oversight. Much policing is evaluated in an outcome-based manner, with arrest or conviction figures. Less attention is paid to the process of less attention is paid to the process and quality of policing. To address that, this study tested the concept of a civilian oversight team systematically reviewing officers' body-worn video to assess police and the procedural justice elements of participation, such as dignity, respect, trustworthy motives, and neutrality. And the scale used proved to be effective. So essentially, if you read that article, hopefully you can see how they went about it, and if that's something you want to introduce in your police area, that you've got a civilian oversight team just randomly dip sampling body-worn video footage from officers and assessing that in terms of along the procedural justice dimensions, then hopefully you'll get some information how to do that in that article. The next article for episode 210 or Snippets 210 was about restorative justice in sexual and domestic violence cases, ? The application of restorative justice to sexual assault or domestic violence cases is rare and contentious, but this meta-analysis identified potentially favorable effects of restorative justice in such cases. Thus, implementation appears to be acceptable. Restorative justice conferences are supervised and pre-agreed meetings between the victim and their offender. And the victim gets to talk about the impact of the offense on them and gets to ask questions. The offender gets to explain what they've done and to deliver an apology. And it has actually been found that it has beneficial effects on both sides. So the victim tends to experience less trauma following such a meeting, and the offender's risk of recidivism, of reoffending, is reduced. And the last snippet for 210 for Police Science Snippets 210 was about religion and rape perception. This study compared rape perception in 2 scenarios within the context of a marriage and when the parties were dating. Stronger honor and religious beliefs predicted more victim blaming, lower rape certainty judgments, and lower punishment than those who are not religious, and more so in the marital rape than the date rape. So if you've got people who are quite religious and have very honor-based principles that guide their thinking, then the impact, if they are in a part of a jury in a rape case, might be detrimental for the victim. So that's something to keep in mind. Right, so that's 210 done for the second time, but the first time audibly so. So hopefully there was something in there for you. And as I say every week, If there isn't, fear not, just go to the back catalog on the read page and you'll see if there's anything in the previous weeks that's particular for your role. And then I'll see you again in a few days now, but usually on a Tuesday. Next Tuesday is Christmas or Christmas Eve, but we'll see if we can work something out. I wish you a wonderful festive time and make good decisions. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.